What?
Everything anonymous. We are doing this shit again. Now go ahead and tell me what you were telling me 5 seconds ago.
She said, I fuck with Anakin Skywalker. I said, be different. Fuck with Darth Vader. And then she
First
said,
of all, you said it wrong.
he wears a black outfit.
So you
That's
think his
Darth.
name is Dark Vader?
Who the fuck is Darth?
Okay, but then continue.
Rosaga. Yeah, and then she sent me a picture of like who is Anakin Skywalker, whatever the fuck the name was, and it was Darth Vader.
And you didn't know that.
I have a job.
Most people watch Star Wars before getting a job.
Adults, maybe. Like people who are like really adults. Like
So
30-year-old adults.
So, first of all, you thought it was Dark Vader. And now...
You can get the confusion. He's wearing all black. He's dark.
No one thinks his name is Dark Vader.
If no one thought his name was Dark Vader,
Excuse me.
then there wouldn't be a Google search about it.
No. You and 4 other people.
Okay.
4 other idiots thought his name was Dark Vader.
No matter, man. I will say, I mean, with how little I know about both, I will say Star Trek is probably the worst of the two.
I've never watched Star
You're
Trek.
going to agree with me because young Sheldon fucks with Stark. I said Star Trek.
So you know all about
young Sheldon.
Yeah, you know, you got all your information off of what young Sheldon thinks.
Like fucking chlamydia or something.
The Star Trek is a whole thing about STDs. No, I never watched Star Trek.
They're going around space,
just spreading it,
trying to find them.
It's like Pokemon. So you didn't know that Anakin was Darth Vader. Spoiler alert. What the fuck, dude? Have you never watched Star Wars?
No, dude. I've seen the one that came out in movies maybe in like 2017, 2018.
The newest ones?
I guess. Whenever he fucking, at the end of it, he gave that girl his lightsaber and was like, you're the last
Like
Jedi.
the new, like the brand new.
Yeah, Luke Skywalker died or something.
I need some of these.
That's my shit. That's gonna come out of your rent.
Wait! You think I'm paying rent?
Update, if you ride on a blown out tire, it might catch on fire.
Not on fire.
It was smoking.
It had enough friction.
Looked like someone blew up your tire with a vape.
So
here's my... There.
We went to my friend's house to record this. Because we want him on. But he's got a fucking baby or whatever. So that's stopping him from doing it.
Bet you he ain't watched Star Wars.
But he probably will. More than you did.
He'll watch it with
So on the way there, he was like, yo, it's really fucking loud when you do that. Wait, do it again? Yeah, it's loud. Be as quiet as possible when you grab one. Like,
I mean, 6th grade, sneaking it out my book bag.
I can't, dude. We weren't allowed to have snacks in class, drinks, or water. We
Dude,
couldn't
this
just
one does.
have a
this
water.
One tastes like nothing.
What is it?
Grape, but it had no flavor in it. It's just gummy.
They might have put fentanyl in there.
We'll find out.
You probably would have known by now. Let's go into the immigration topic then. Why not? Why don't we?
We already did, man. I think they got it handled. Let them do their job. Okay. It's gonna. You think they put tariffs on like getting them back?
People?
Yeah, because I mean,
you don't
the
pay.
planes coming from over there. That's cargo.
That's human trafficking.
So you want the U.S. to human traffic people back to America?
You don't pay a fucking tax on human beings.
You kind of do.
No, you don't.
If that's not true, then you
They're
wouldn't be
not
able.
cargo.
If that's not true, then you wouldn't be able to claim them on your taxes as dependents. Okay, your kids, and then they give you a bunch more money. Why? It's the kid tax, the money tax.
No,
Oh, go get
completely fucking ridiculous. You have no idea what you're talking
Okay,
about.
when you're bored, it cost me $200,000 to be born because I was a fucking problem. Okay, there's a lot of how many taxes you think were involved in that?
I had issues. No, dude, you're fucking stupid. I just
hate
had a
when I
grape
get the
lemonade
yellow
flavor.
ones, dude.
What are they like, peach? Look on the fucking bag, idiot.
You think it's just gonna be like, look at our cool flavors?
They literally say the flavor.
They don't. Pim brands, great. Made with real fruit. No, they don't even. It's probably peach. Yeah.
So yeah, off topic. Fucking completely derailed the conversation. On the way to my friend's house to record it, and I said, "Hey, you're driving,"
Nope.
and you said, "No, you're driving." I said, "Oh, well, my tire's kind of low, so we should like stop at a gas station and fill it up."
Who didn't stop at a gas station?
Well, you made me drive
We got
for
a gas
no
station.
fucking reason. You have a brand new car, and I had to drive my shit box.
I drove the last few times. Come on.
And then our tire popped.
Again.
Going to the same place. Now I'm out of pocket, so I can make you money on a podcast because we are sponsored. This episode is sponsored. But you want to know by who?
Welch's Fruit Snack. Who?
Hamas.
Those are the bad guys, right?
Hamas, the Palestinian terrorist group, is sponsoring this episode.
That's gonna. If anyone, like, worth something sees this,
let's go investigate these two fucking white losers.
Straight up.
No, I don't
We're
think.
boned.
I don't have ties to.
You just said you did. Sponsored. And now you just threw me in the loop. I'm fucked because I sat by you on a couch. Watch.
We're going to have 4 viewers.
You like that?
Only gay guys can do that.
I did it 2 times in a row. You try.
No.
Try. I give you a small one.
Throw it.
Hey,
I just got a fucking facial. Don't touch me, bro. I just got a facial with a Welch's Fruit Snack. So yeah, last episode, fucking terrible. Just 20 minutes, and then in the middle of it, Long came home.
Yeah, I thought you would include the part where I was like,
No, I kind of
get the gun.
I thought you were serious for a second. I'm like, that's our roommate coming home. Also, my gun's in my car.
Imagine a gay shark.
I told you to say that for the podcast.
I didn't know what to say, so
you just brought that up. No, gay shark, but the only blood he detects in the water is AIDS. HIV.
He would die. There's like not a lot of people have HIV, like AIDS. You know? That was more like Freddie Mercury's thing.
That also is homophobic for me to say that.
Why?
Because you're just assuming that only gay people can have AIDS.
Who said anything about gay people?
We just talked about a gay shark.
Oh yeah. You're the one who brought up AIDS.
Yeah, that was the joke.
I was just saying like a gay shark would probably be a vibe.
What does he do?
Chill. Hang out.
Like, what makes him gay? He only fucks dude sharks?
Aren't sharks don't fuck. They lay eggs. You think chickens fuck?
Yeah.
Like the dinosaurs. Imagine a T-Rex fucking.
Do you know? Do I have to explain to you how fucking babies are made?
No, think about it. A T-Rex fucking, right? You thought them just roaring because they're hungry was crazy? Imagine a freaky T-Rex.
A fucking T-Rex on Bluetooth.
They never show a T-Rex's tits.
Yeah.
A T-Rex with tits. You think they're hard?
I don't. Not every animal has tits.
Nipples.
Yeah,
Even dogs got tits.
every mammal has nipples because the.
Feed the baby.
You think a T-Rex isn't a fucking mammal,
Wait,
idiot?
real question: does a chicken have nipples?
It's not a mammal. Wait, yeah, it is. Is it a mammal?
Look it up. Well, they
I don't
fucking
have a
chickens
fucking-
come from T-Rex.
Google right fucking now. Is a T-Rex or a damn chicken a mammal?
Probably so, man. They got hair and shit.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's a mammal. I know it's a mammal.
No, it's not a mammal.
What is it?
It's a bird. They're classified as avians, birds, due to characteristics like
I
laying
thought
eggs,
birds are mammals
having
too.
feathers, not hair. Okay, lacking mammary glands for producing, so they don't have nipples. Unless
Oh,
they
wait.
just piss it
That's
out.
because a platypus is the only mammal that lays eggs. If it
But
lays
dude,
eggs,
that's
it's not a
true.
mammal.
They said that in that backyard show where they build shit.
Phineas and Ferb.
Or
I don't think Phineas or what's his name? Perry. I don't think Perry was laying eggs because it has to be. It still has to be a woman or a female.
you might be onto something. But,
No, I'm onto something.
But you're on something. You get it. You get it.
Everything anonymous. That's what this is about.
The theme song for a gay shark would be like Jaws, but they use like a maramba set or something.
Is that like a gay thing?
You get it?
I don't. What is
It's
it?
not a gay thing. It's just like
A little. That. No, I won't. No, I'm not gonna help you with this bit. Just go into it. Tell me everything about this gay shark.
I don't know. That's just seems right. Because under the sea,
He wasn't gay.
So it's water shit, man. You can't hear a trumpet underwater.
So why did?
You can't play an electric guitar underwater. Because it needs more vibrations. And if you
'Cause
have
it's
a
fucking
solid
electric.
object- okay, well you can't play an acoustic guitar underwater.
All right, I'll give you that. But
Okay, but if you put it like a marimba set or some shit underwater, you could probably hear that.
no, it's the same shit. It's vibration.
When the bubbles come up.
You got S's on your fucking report card, didn't you?
Yeah,
Yeah, I know what that means.
that's a good thing.
No, that's not a good thing. That was you were in special classes. S stands for retarded.
No, it stands for superb.
No, it fucking
Satisfactory.
doesn't. If you got an S on your report card, that meant you were in a special class.
There was one class where we'd go and it was just like play games for an hour.
Yeah, that's.
I
they
remember
put
there
you
was
in
like a
there for
treasure
reason.
hunt game. We had to roll the dice and they're like, "Oh, open the treasure," and then you like dig the little thing out, open the treasure, and we do that almost every day. Play that
Is
little
this
game.
how you found out you were developmentally disabled?
I didn't ride a short bus.
You probably should have. If you're over here telling me that a marimba can be played under fucking water,
Have you tried it?
it's vibration.
You would hear me underwater if I'm loud.
No, you
yes,
wouldn't.
you would. Yes, you would. You hear. You would hear that.
That's
shit.
not vibration.
The reason you can hear me talk is from vibration. Our fucking vocal cords do this thing. Look. Look. You want to learn? They do that shit. And then you move your mouth to make sounds and change the vibrations. You didn't take biology 2, did you?
I was in Bio 101. No. I don't fucking remember. I graduated with a 1.6 GPA, and I'm still smarter than
Shout
you.
out to COVID.
Shout out to COVID. If it wasn't for COVID, I would not. I'd have a GED.
They let me pass. Like I made it probably 4 weeks into psychology, And then they were like, all right.
Yeah, they put you in college classes.
Yeah, they put me in psychology and math 113.
And you're dumb as fuck.
I passed math 113 on my own accord. But then psychology, I probably would have passed it too. But I just really didn't want to take it. They made me take it because I clept out of English.
And you had to have a class.
I needed 2 more classes because I quit band. Dude, yesterday I made a playlist. No, not last night, but the night before while I was at work. I made a playlist of 2010s like white girl music, and there's this one song that I just keep fucking playing. Like literally the whole way home I was dancing in my car.
What song is it?
Please Don't Stop the Music.
Yeah.
On the
Please don't
dance
stop
floor
the
acting
music.
naughty.
Please
That
don't
shit
stop
goes
the
hard.
music.
Monday
It doesn't go hard.
Monday, I'm putting on my 2010s party playlist.
That's cool for like a party. You're
Yeah.
playing that in your car by yourself.
Yeah.
That's fucking
Over
insane.
and over again until I get home.
Insane.
You just don't get it.
I don't get it. I put on good music when I get in the car.
Ooh, no, you don't.
Yes,
You
I
not.
do.
You do not. Dude, I hope like we can at least get like 100.
Look at him.
I was about to drop it. Oh, you need help?
He's mad.
Oh,
Come see Bubba.
he just winked at me. He wants it.
Don't say it like that. Go get it for him.
Little shit lip.
What if he hangs himself?
You want me to get it for you? Whoop. Oh yeah.
He's pissed.
There you go. What was I saying? What was I saying?
Music.
Music? Oh yeah, don't stop it. It's a really good song. Also got a.
You don't have to promote. Don't stop the music.
Oh no, I was saying I really hope we get at least like 50 people to watch this, right? Or like a couple people to consistently watch, so that way eventually you can show them your good music, and then they can all be like, "Wow,
Mm-mm.
that's bad."
I don't need validation in my music because what I listen to is better than what everyone else listens
Right.
to.
So why can't you have that
I
same
listen to
mindset
music
about my music and just be like, "I'm gonna shut my mouth."
because it's not good. Objectively. Objectively, it's not good.
Objectively, yours isn't good.
Objectively, I'll suck your dick.
Who played their song in the bar and the bartender was like, "Turn that shit off"?
What song was it? It was a sad country song. And
No, you played your rap music and it was.
Oh no, I played Boss Man D-Lo in a fucking bar. No, that's not.
They were playing white girl party music at the bar last night.
Yeah, on a Friday night. This was a Tuesday afternoon. Me and you were the only people in the bar.
I'm begging you, friend. That's what I want to listen to when I'm playing pool.
My ass, bro, you're tripping. 20 minutes. I think the camera's gonna show me slowly. Like every time I get up, I sit down and move closer
to me
because
because you just out of that magnetic pool.
Not anymore.
You ever seen those videos like it's whenever fucking Sneeko.
The gay porn.
Who was that? Zerka and Sneeko when they were like beefing or like they were friends.
What are
or
you
shit.
talking about, bro? You're 23 years old.
Yeah, this was
talking about fucking Zerko and Sneeko.
It's Zerka, first of all. And this was back then, like way back when they were fucking relevant or whatever. I keep on getting their videos across my TikTok, and they would do this fucking thing where, like, Zerka would talk about how he's like a fucking woman guru, right? And he'd be like, there's this thing called, I was like, something Riz. And he would just be like, and they'd flock. Like a bird.
But no, they don't. They never say women. They say females. Yeah. We gotta stop saying that shit.
Who's we?
Not we's like me and you, but like everyone in general. No one
unless
says
you're
males.
a scientist or a doctor.
And if you're talking about another species, sure. But females is like, I don't like it. I never liked it. Anytime a guy is like, oh, these females, I immediately turn off. I gotta just turn my brain off.
It gets soft.
Yeah, I was rock solid talking to him, not anymore. But no one's like, oh, those males over there. Double standards, man.
Sheldon does that.
Sheldon, Sheldon, as in young Sheldon.
And the adult one.
So we need to base the way we act based off of the probably
Do you have a
autistic-
Nobel Prize?
I don't.
Do you have a Nobel Prize?
Does Sheldon?
Yes.
It's a fictional TV show.
Okay. But he has a Nobel Prize.
It's a fiction. It's Sheldon.
Oh, Big Bang.
That show was so bad.
I never watched the show.
Dude, here's my hot takes. The Office,
Hard.
Friends. Shut the fuck up.
No, The Office.
Office, hard. No, I'm fucking up. The Office, Friends, Seinfeld. Give me some more sitcoms.
No, you're just gonna say it's Bud.
Yeah, they're all ass.
How I Met Your Mother. And The
Terrible.
Office, top 2.
Terrible. What
Did
are
you
talking
even watch
about?
it?
I don't need to.
Yes, you do.
I watched The Office.
really
That shit was
should.
awful.
What you know about the olive theory?
The fuck you talking about?
The olive theory was debunked anyway.
What is it?
So, have you met my friend Ted? So the olive theory, it's like if she like olives, he can't like olives, so that way they'll be a good match, or vice versa. You know, like both of y'all can't like olives because then it's not going to work, which is what happened with Ted and Robin, and so they ended up failing. But later in the show, Robin reveals, no, yeah, I do like olives, and Ted's like, I don't like olives. What the heck? Why'd you lie? And then it was debunked because turns out Marshall and Lily, I don't know, they lied about liking olives, but they still worked out. So it's like debunked. It didn't matter. But in the end, it kind of fortifies it because T and R get together.
What the fuck are you talking about?
You asked, I gave you an answer.
What
you
are you
begging for me?
You're throwing these names out.
What do you want me to say? You want me to give their backstory?
Who the fuck? What are you talking about?
You asked about the olive theory.
For what?
You asked.
The show. What are you talking about?
The olive theory in the show.
The show, The Olive Theory?
The olive theory is in the show How I Met Your Mother.
That's what I'm fucking asking.
I was talking about How I Met Your Mother.
That's terrible. Why do you know about this fucking theory about this 20-year-old show that was never good to begin with?
The whole show. They also have the longest running inside joke about the show is since his kids are like watching the show and he's telling them about the show, he doesn't say weed or a blunt or a joint. He calls it a sandwich. So at random points they'll just show someone eating like a big ass sandwich and it's like, no, he's smoking a joint or hitting a bong. Like they showed him eating one like this once, and it was like, that's a bong.
And I bet it killed. Fuck that, dude. Those shitty ass sitcoms. 2000, I'd say like 90s all the way to 2010. Set back this society by 20 years.
The boomers.
Which is about 20 years.
The
but
boomers.
like those sitcoms, I do not understand how people are like, that's it. Like that's what I'm gonna base my entire personality.
Because you have a very distinct taste. You have to find a show that's like really ass, and then you get super invested in it because you just keep hoping it gets better.
Didn't you ask me for my fucking Disney Plus subscription yesterday?
To watch The Punisher.
To watch The Punisher.
Yeah, and it's only 2 seasons anyway.
And it's a great show.
It's great for 1 season. Season 2 they gave up.
I didn't watch season 2, so if I don't like it, I'm gonna blame it on you. Oh my!
I'm telling you now, they're like,
Shut
oh
up.
yeah, we already got enough viewers. We can just
Shut
do
up.
whatever the fuck we want.
Shut up.
They make them into a bitch.
Shut up.
Okay.
I hate fucking spoilers.
You seen Daredevil yet?
I watched a couple episodes of season 1.
No, I mean like, have you seen Daredevil and Punisher yet?
Not in the show.
Okay.
But so Daredevil, you need to watch Daredevil first, right?
I did. I gave up on it.
Me too, because the only thing that matters is the court case. Because doesn't he fight for the Punisher?
I never watched The Punisher.
Fuck you.
I watch all my movies and shows on TikTok through the little clips.
Oh my god,
I'm on
dude.
part,
You are
like,
such
87.
a fucking loser.
I'm on like part 87 of the Titanic right now. He just got on the boat.
They're in
Because you know how they do them like
30
40
seconds increments, and you're watching fucking Subway servers on the bottom of it.
Mm-hmm.
You're destroying your mental ability. Like you're not gonna be able to focus on anything.
I want to try Adderall.
You're gonna need it if you keep fucking watching the Titanic on TikTok. No, I did watch. Have you seen those shitty real movies?
Like Tubi?
Close, but it's just on the phone. Where it's like it's always the guy or somebody who is trying to disguise themselves as something else. Like it's like a CEO of a company who's like a multi-billionaire, but he's got to get married to somebody or whatever. So he has to hide all the money he made so that people don't want him for his money. And people always shit on him. You know what I'm talking about?
Or it's like those very shitty acting, and
Yes,
it's like
yes.
never judge a book by its cover.
Yes.
Yeah.
I watched a
And
full one of those on TikTok.
Yeah, dude. Where this like dude, you look like shit. Get out of the restaurant, right? And so they tell him that they're like, bro, no. You got a beard longer on this side than this side. Your hair is down to your shoulders, wet. Like you're sopping wet. You come in with this fucking beat up jacket, and he's like, "Can I get a table?" No, get out. And then he comes back later in like 2 days, got a fucking haircut and shit, and he's like, "Can I get a table?" And they're like, "Yeah," and he's like, "I don't want the table.
I own this restaurant."
Yeah, and it's like, you don't look like it, buddy.
No, I'll watch one of those full movies.
Yeah,
Like,
sometimes they're cool if
they're
if you can look past like the bad,
you can't.
horrible acting. Like they literally just picked someone up off the street and was like,
They literally
$20, read this.
yeah. There's a guy in one scene that's
And they
just
all
laughing.
had to sleep with the
He's
director.
laughing the whole time, and they put that in.
In the Key and Peele skits, there was this one where they're like, if you can't, like, don't laugh on camera, but if you like feel yourself about to laugh, just turn around. And if you now that you know that, and go look at one of the skits, it's whenever they were like, I think they were like beatboxing or rap battling each other, and you could see like 5-6 people in the back just keep turning around.
So you do have a taste.
What are you talking about?
You like Key and Peele?
Yeah, they're funny.
Okay.
I like the airplane one. Sit down.
See, but you're not. See, what I don't get is like you intake all this stuff, but you're not funny. So, are you really watching it?
I watch it because it's funny. I watch it like a show.
You
Do
think
you
Tim
like the
Robbins is
show?
funny?
I Think You Should Leave.
Kind of.
You're gonna make it look fake. That shit's funny.
I don't. I like some of it. There's certain like bits and shit that are just like that kill, but I can't sit through a whole episode of just a whole bunch of different sketches. I've never been like that. I didn't watch Key and Peele full episodes. I watched the skits individually, and they were good. And I did the same thing with I Think You Should Leave. Like my favorite one is where he's at the drive-thru, and that's fucking hilarious. Yeah, but it's like the dumb. It's not. It's really.
You
dumb
know me
humor.
though. Like I need the dumb, off the wall, makes no sense shit.
That's exactly what I like, but you don't like what I like.
Cause your stuff, I don't know.
Fuck you.
Like the Key and Peele skit where his dad died and he's in the office and they're like, or he's either dad or mom, and they're like, "Hey, sir, your mom's dead," and he's like, "These nuts are dead on my mom," or some shit, and he just keeps on saying, "Your nuts on my chin," or some shit. Like, that wasn't funny. We need to go back, dude. Time was peak when Tobuscus was making like trailer parodies.
Tobuscus raped somebody.
What did he? Like for real?
Yeah.
Like he went to court for it and shit.
No.
So
don't you fucking dare.
I'm confused. Like what happened? I thought he like touched a kid.
No, he like beat his girlfriend and like raped her or something like that.
And then what did she do? Like she reported it?
Yeah. Like multiple people came out and was like, "Yeah, he did that to me too." Rio, what the fuck are you doing?
I was just bitching. Why didn't he go to jail and shit?
I don't know.
They
really don't take shit like that seriously.
So I got him on Facebook, right? Because I saw a post about like how sad it is seeing him on Facebook, and every now and then he'll post some like off the wall shit, just like a little, yeah, like a little.
No, he's like a Trump supporter now, like full on Republican,
just ranting, and then like he has like 1,000 likes. It's like who's out here like actually just like I
Still a
rarely like posts as it is, right?
Mhm.
Like to me that's NPC shit. I'm not gonna go and
Don't
like
you
your
ever say
video.
that on my podcast again.
I'm not.
NPC shit.
If I like a fucking video or a TikTok, I have to like audibly chuckle, laugh, and then want to send it to somebody before I press that heart.
Dude, I like anything I see.
No.
And my algorithm is perfect.
Or it has to make me like deeply sad
I do
or
this
heartwarming.
thing where if I see a video on my TikTok with like I don't look at it first and I just like the video, but I look at it and I'm like I'm one of 3 people that liked it, I'll take my like back. Like if I like a video, look at it and it's like it's got no views, no likes, I'll take it back.
Why?
I don't know.
This motherfucker being stingy with his likes.
Yeah, I'm very
Like they're limited.
You've ran our
Thinks
free
he's
likes
on
for today.
Tinder.
Dude, Tinder fucking sucks.
I'm shadow banned. I have to be.
I'm so done with the dating apps, but then like all of my past relationships are from dating apps. So like I'm gonna have like a fucking banger. Like I'm gonna meet somebody on there that's gonna like sweep me off my feet. You know what I mean? But the time between that is miserable. Just shooting fucking 0 for a 300. Especially on Hinge because you have to think about a response and like come up with something.
Yes.
It sucks, dude. You
I miss the
got
days you could just. What am I looking for?
Whoa. Where are you going with this?
You'll see. It's not bad. Show up with flowers and shit, right? That'd be hard.
And then but nowadays she's like, how'd you get my address?
Yeah.
Who
What
are
are you
you?
doing outside my window?
I'm gonna call the cops.
You throw one little rock that's a little too big one time.
Shatter her fucking window. I will say the Tim Robinson sketch where it's like a doggy door and then like a fucking thing just walks inside. That is hilarious because he's like, "What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that?" Yelling the whole time. That was hilarious.
Yep.
Don't fuck you. How about that,
I didn't know what else to say, man. I was agreeing with you.
dude? I'm so excited for this show.
What
So,
show?
this open mic in Lafayette.
Tuesday?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the 29th.
I'm trying to get off. I'm trying to get off.
What's the date
Tuesday
today?
and Wednesday. The 26th.
Ooh. My car insurance is due.
You just fucking gotta let me know.
Yeah.
But just something important, like, oh, I'll be able to take off for your thing.
Nope, I can't. Cannot. Absolutely cannot. Like definitely not.
You keep talking like you're
I
going
might
to.
be able to. I can't.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Can't.
You're going to.
Can't.
Is it a 12?
Yeah. And so is the next day. Because I already moved my schedule around for Monday.
This is going to be enjoyable on the podcast, talking about work.
Work. He's about to tear that up.
Rio, don't you dare. Rio? Rio?
Bring him over here.
Look at the fattest boy. Look at the fat boy.
Don't trap him. Let him go. Let him come over here because he wants to.
I don't think he's ever been on the side of the couch. He only lays up there. Ah, put your butthole away.
Like, check this shit out.
Look what I did.
I didn't even wipe.
He's stemming, dude. My cat definitely got something. Who the fuck was like, yeah, let's go to work at 3 o'clock in the morning?
Yeah, let's make that a thing.
You know what people like? Going to sleep at 6 p.m. It's like the worst of both worlds. It's not a night shift. It's not a morning shift. It's hell. I'm missing so much fucking like comedy for it. I can't go to anything.
Today's Saturday. That means tomorrow. I have work.
And the day after that. And the day after that. So I think I'm gonna do the open mic on Monday, and then do the open mic on Tuesday.
You better record. You don't give a fuck what I
Fish
say.
already don't have brains.
Yeah,
They don't fucking matter. If it's not an octopus, it's not smart.
fish don't matter. You heard it here first.
Yeah.
Fish don't matter.
I'll
What's
die
next?
on
The
that.
bees?
The bees matter. The bees literally matter.
They have AI bees now.
Are you fucking? Don't fucking lie to me.
They pollinate themselves.
Do not fucking lie to me.
Hold on. No, that was a Black Mirror episode.
But I do
I
like
get all my news from like Netflix and shit.
I do like we're at the point in the future
Where it's like that
we can confuse them.
You got AI bees.
Yeah.
Think about it. All you got to do is like make them a little sticky.
Dude, they have AI on Twitter that is making up news stories, and Facebook people are eating it up.
Dude, I was seeing the AI post and like all the old people in the comments.
I was
like,
arguing.
Happy birthday!
I was arguing with a family friend on Facebook like the other day because she was posting like some news shit, and I looked it up. Completely fake. It was made by an AI account.
I saw this AI image and it was like, this fucking just got home. It's my birthday in a wheelchair. And it's like he's in the wheelchair and he's missing a leg, but the shoe is still there where the foot's supposed to be.
Oh.
Like he just put the shoe in the wheelchair, the footrest, and then they're just eating it up. They're like, happy birthday, welcome home. Thank you.
And the words are always fucked
What's your
up.
Cash App?
No way somebody said
No.
But the thing is, so you know what the dead... Damn. You know about the dead internet theory?
The dead what?
The dead internet theory.
I heard about it. I have no idea what it means.
I don't even agree with it, but the premise is that the internet died a long time ago, and like we're making it up. I don't know, but the thing that I take from it is those AI accounts aren't being made by people; they're being made by other AI.
So they're already taking over.
Low key, like
what
not
if they start like someone slips into fucking an admin slot, like gets hired at Google as an AI account, and starts banning everybody.
That'd be cool.
That'd be funny.
Yeah, we can just completely disconnect.
That's like it was an AI bot made by like fucking Facebook that snuck its way into Amazon and just like
started fucking shit up.
Starts shutting down all like shipping process.
There's probably not a law on that
either.
Probably not a law.
How much do you think he gets paid? He has no direct deposit.
$4. What, like an AI? I think you're talking about like a human that...
No, like an AI fucking sneaks its way in and climbs the ranks.
I guess you could work at a company completely anonymously.
You could. Remote jobs, dude, AI does all their work.
But they're trying to get out.
The thing about, so there's this job called copywriting, right? And I forgot exactly what they do, but they basically
have to explain copywriting to people. Come on now.
What?
You just haven't explained copywriting to people.
It's not what it sounds like.
It is.
Okay, whatever. And literally, they just have AI do it, and they make fucking bank because they charge these companies like $3,000 a contract.
Yeah, but then they're gonna catch on and they're gonna stop paying them. That's my thing. Is like AI is taking jobs now.
It don't bother me.
Why not?
What am I gonna do? Unplug the internet? It's already here.
You can speak out against it.
What is speaking out against something ever?
Because it's
like okay, these people are mad at it. When has the government, the United States, ever gave a fuck about that? They're like, hold on, guys. You mean the people are upset?
Oh yeah, I'll give
well, it's fake. No, they're not gonna give a shit
until they start to storm the Capitol. Then they're
like,
patriots.
guys. They can't do that.
I think it's funny that we stormed the Capitol. Not we. People stormed the Capitol, and Trump called them like heroes and patriots. And then kids, like 20-year-old kids, are protesting against Israel, and then he deports them and calls them terrorists.
It's the not me movement. I don't know.
No, go ahead and explain it.
No, y'all can't do that to me. Not me.
Yeah, because we're not.
Y'all love me. Why ain't he in jail?
Who, Trump?
Yeah, I don't get it, bro. You literally like that wouldn't happen to me. If I did that, where would I be? I'd be getting fucked right now on a Saturday afternoon.
Fucking railed.
Yeah.
What do you do? Oh yeah, lied a lot on under oath.
Yeah, and then like, bro, straight up, I don't know. He did something on stage and was like, just admitted to all like the tax fraud shit because he called out Hillary and them about it.
Yeah, and then like
Okay,
the thing is, we bring that up, and then Republicans are like, "Well, everybody else is doing it."
you're not.
No.
I tell you what, you don't make enough to do it.
If they're all doing it, arrest them all. I don't fucking care.
You can't though, not anymore.
Yeah, you can't. They're not. They're untouchable. But
Not even that.
Like, people-
you don't have jails big enough to hold all these people. That's why here in Lake Charles, our prosecutor is also a bitch. Dude, half the time I hear about people getting arrested and the jail just doesn't take them. They're like, we don't have room. Got them a ticket, a little summons.
because they're fucking arresting non-violent drug dealers instead of fucking like.
At this
pedophiles
point,
are
bro,
getting
you're
out.
like, we don't need drug dealers no more, dude. There's a dispensary.
Well, they're not
Unless
just
like you're
dealing
selling
weed,
fucking like crack and meth,
which I think should be legal.
which AI is about to take their job too. From
Can you imagine buying weed from
a bot. They got
from-
customer service.
We are.
Imagine still posting on Snapchat. Got bud. Hit me up.
I know.
Got
too
that gas,
many-
and it's on like a private story. It's like, dude, no one gives a fuck.
I did that like last year
Why?
because I was gonna buy a whole bunch of like dispos and sell them, but then weed became legal.
My
So
thing is like, bro, just call it weed. What are you out here talking about? I got bud.
well, because you can't post.
Bud. It's so dumb.
Listen, dude, you're not a weed smoker.
Got that gas. With the
Got that
fucking little
gas
gas tank
emoji.
emoji. Yeah, it's like, bro,
Holy fuck! I left.
do you
my
have a
wallet.
job?
I left my wallet at Taylor's house.
Yeah, I thought that was your wallet too.
And you fucking saw
When I looked
it?
at the keys, I was like, I'm gonna just grab. I saw your a wallet, and I was like,
You didn't check the ID.
no, I didn't even touch the wallet. I don't want to. You could have been Taylor's dad's. Yeah, dude, man, stop selling weed in the big 2025. They got dispensaries now.
In the big 2-5.
The big 2-5, man. I hate, but I can't bring myself to remove them off my Snapchat. It's like a guilty pleasure. I like seeing that these people are still like.
It is like a reality TV show. Just
Yeah.
not even that. Just like watching people on Snapchat. I think we're stuck at a weird age.
Wasn't weird.
Holy shit! We're like old enough to remember no Snapchat, no Instagram, no Facebook, nothing like that. Like no technology besides a TV. But we're also young enough to know what
To watch
Riz
it
means.
evolve.
To what?
To watch it evolve and what it's become.
I don't like it.
I'm at the point where I ask for numbers instead of Snapchat. And then sometimes like they'll just be like, oh well, I don't give out my number, here's my Snapchat. And it's like, I get it. You don't want to give out your number yet. Cool. We got alternatives. But it's like
I'm 23 years old.
it's like,
We
I'm not-
honestly,
I'm not
I don't
sending you
know.
selfies all day.
I don't know why we still use Snapchat as a communication device, like a communication.
Yeah, like when you go to text someone and it's like, I'm gonna use Snapchat first.
But like we're guilty of it. We talk
Yeah.
about our apartment over Snapchat.
It just sends faster than iMessage. Too.
No, it doesn't.
Sending pictures, yeah.
Yeah, pictures.
Yeah, when I want to send you a picture of an apartment or links. But no, like,
What age do you think we have to stop using it?
let's say about 20, 25. We could cut it out, delete it. The only reason I wouldn't delete it is because I have like 8 years worth of memories in my eyes only. So it's like a second
I
camera.
still don't understand why you save it to my eyes only.
I set it up 8 years ago, and everything I save goes straight to my eyes.
You can
only.
change it in 4 seconds.
Yeah, but then I have 3 camera rolls. And I'd be like, oh, was it in this one? Was it in this one? It's already bad enough. I gotta rotate between.
I'm fucking tired.
Go do do.
Huh?
Go do do.
The fuck are you talking about?
Sleep. Go night night. Do do.
What?
Tie-ties. Monsters.
Bro, I'm gonna beat
Fucking
the
baby
shit out of
talk,
you.
bro. You want to be all tired like a baby at fucking 3:42 in the afternoon.
3:42. I got up at
Baby
fucking
needs
3
his
a.m.
nap. 12 hours ago.
No, I'm not taking a nap. I'm going to sleep
Oh.
because I have work at 3 a.m. tomorrow again. I hope this fucking. I'm so tired of working.
You what?
I'm so tired of working.
Quit. Go
And
be an
then
Uber driver.
and then whenever rent's due in 2 days, what are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
Sell my butthole. I'd start an OnlyFans.
I'd sell Rio.
He's not worth any money.
Damn, you heard that, boy? You'd sell what?
My butthole. Voice crack. You heard that? That's terrible. No, I'd
Nobody
like
wants a
start. I'd
voice
start an
cracking
OnlyFans.
butthole.
I'll start an OnlyFans.
You'd have to find someone to do it.
No. I'd just like show my asshole for money.
I just don't.
They got some freaky gay guys out there
Oh,
who want to
dude.
see some Gavin ass.
Coming from someone who just
used to sell my ass.
Coming from someone who like has no idea why people pay for OnlyFans, couldn't have an OnlyFans because I would just fully believe that no one's gonna pay for that shit because I don't get it.
They do. I've never subscribed to an OnlyFans.
No,
but
I just don't understand. It's like, why?
You want to see some hole, dude?
It's everywhere.
Yeah, but like you want to see specific hole. Listen, I support sex workers.
I'm not saying you're a piece of shit for having an OnlyFans. I'm
No, I'm
saying
not
the
saying
people who
you're saying
buy
that.
it is
Are
fucking
kinda
weird.
I know. I will say they're weird, but I have subscribed to an OnlyFans once. It was a male MMA fighter because he was he was.
Did he actually
posting
do stuff?
Yeah, he actually like does jiu-jitsu on there, fully clothed.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, does he do OnlyFans stuff?
No, not like sex stuff. So like he started promoting like his OnlyFans, and everybody in the comments was like, "Yo, you know," he's like, "Not like this one."
Dude, I like when there's like an attractive girl on like TikTok, and like,
dude, they go crazy for that link.
Yeah. But here's the thing: like, they're like begging for them to make like a Twitter or like a Fansly or some shit OnlyFans, and then so finally they make one, and then like she posts like 3 things, and they're pissed because it's just like Instagram posts.
Yeah.
She just raked in a couple $1,000.
That's
and they're just like, oh fuck that.
That's such a flex, dude. If we can grow this platform, I will scam people that want to see my
It's not
ass.
even scamming. It's like,
no, you're not
wanted
protected.
to pay.
You're not protected.
In a nowhere does OnlyFans say like has to be nudes.
Have to show hole.
That's just what they turned it into. That's the presumption or whatever the fuck the word is. Like you just assume
whenever
you're gonna see some titty.
Whatever happened to that OnlyFans ban?
I don't know. He probably got paid out. Zuckerberg bought it.
No, he's showing hole.
Yeah.
Dude, Mark Zuckerberg is such a fucking loser. You want to talk about losers? Elon Musk, dude.
I tried to set this prostitute up because she just kept on posting shit like selling my ass, $30, and it's like
$30.
I don't know, like doing meetups in the LC area. Dude, I wanted to text one of my cop friends and be like, "Hey, bro, let's do a sting operation."
What the fuck is wrong with you?
What? It's like you're not paying taxes. You're doing this shit on Snapchat.
You don't pay tax. Oh my god, dude! I support sex workers. It's a dangerous business.
You go to Las Vegas. It's legal there.
Is it?
Yeah, they give out postcards. I got
but like escorts, like you could find a loophole. Like escorts are technically legal.
Leave the money on the dresser. You never exchange it hand to hand.
Did you get a prostitute?
No.
Or an escort?
No. I just collected their cards. They're cheap.
Talking about I thought you meant the cards. Like you're paying for the cards?
No, there was a couple of them, $69.
That's funny.
Yeah, obviously they did it on purpose.
That's funny.
I think the ones I saw was like $69, $100, and $200.
I don't know. I've never been to the point.
Twofer.
What do you mean twofer?
It was 2 on 1 card.
You can have 2 of them at the same time?
I guess so.
That doesn't sound too bad. I'd pay for that.
For $69.
I'd pay for that. A threesome? I can pay for a threesome?
They show up, but they just like make you watch them do it.
You get cucked by 2 prostitutes.
You could have just bought the video.
Speaking of being cucked, It's funny whenever Trump got in office and then JD Vance got cucked out of the vice president spot.
Who's the vice president?
JD Vance, the one who killed the Pope,
How do you get cucked out of it?
because Elon Musk was like pretty much the fucking vice president.
And didn't they? I saw they had like another vote to get Elon out of office or something.
They're not gonna listen, dude. They're openly defying federal judges. You think they're gonna listen to the fucking Congress? They're literally pushing the boundary on what they can get away with.
I'm just confused, man, because like they say in the damn, I pledge allegiance to the flag, one nation under God, and republic for which it stands, one nation under God, justice for all, and liberty, and this and shit. And none of that was what I was trying to say.
You just
Government
said the Pledge of Allegiance.
Yeah, no, because I thought it was in there, but it's for the people, by the people, right? For the people, by the people, for the people, right? And it's like,
Not regular people.
yeah, they're like, we're not going to have a single vote
For
about this. We're just going to do this.
For the richest guy on the planet.
And they're like, hey guys, I know, we hear y'all. Y'all hate all of this shit. We did it.
We're doing it more.
And we're actually going to revamp it.
And
it's going to be worse.
And we're going to feed we're going to feed conservatives bullshit, and they're going to eat it up for breakfast and repost it and make it to where they're trying to make it to where it's acceptable to just gut government funding for no reason. And things are not even invested. Like, they're not even checking like what they're cutting. They were cutting veteran aid. They were cutting fucking who's the flying people?
Flying people?
Like the air traffic control and shit like that.
Oh.
TSA? No, not TSA.
ATC? Air traffic control?
No, I don't fucking know. But like that whole industry of like the government like protecting airports and like having standards and stuff like that. They got all that. And then fucking 8 plane crashes happened. No one bats an eye. No one blames it on them. Nothing's done about it.
Well, he blamed it on DEI.
Yeah. That what am I looking for?
He thinks they're terrorists.
Yeah, 100%. The big one where that plane hit the helicopter.
Yeah.
Army helicopter.
Yeah.
Everyone involves a white guy. How's that DEI?
Well, they had a girl on board.
The air traffic controller was also a white guy who was overworked because they gutted air traffic control.
I don't know, man. You weren't there.
Yeah.
You don't know about the whole thing.
Yeah, I should have seen the illegal, illegal aliens that were just like throw them into each other.
Well, whenever they asked Trump, they're like, "Are you going to go to the site?" And he was like, "See what? Water?"
That dude. And then he also remember those 4 troops that died in Lebanon. They like crashed a vehicle in the water and died.
No.
So like 4 guys I don't know what happened, but they drowned in a truck, and it was obviously a big news story because like they were all missing for a while, and they were like, "Oh, 4 soldiers missing in Lebanon. We got to figure out why." I don't think it was Lebanon. I don't remember where it was, but 4 guys died, and it was obviously a big news story. So they asked Trump, "Are you going to go to their funeral?" It was like it's pretty normal for like a big army story like that. The president goes and meets the family. He didn't go because he was at a golf game. Can you imagine? Imagine if Joe Biden missed a fucking veteran funeral for his own good.
For the Pope dude dying, he tweeted and was like, "Can't wait to attend." And then people were like, "Who the fuck says can't wait for a funeral?"
I'm waiting in anticipation because he's gonna take over the Vatican next.
Like, I get it. Trump does some like wild shit, right? Some questionable things, and cool, deserves hate. But like a lot, I'm not gonna say a lot of stuff. Like, he just does something. Like, anything he does, like with any president, whatever they do that they don't like, it's gonna get fucking. Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that.
That's how it's supposed to be.
They're like, he did his own fucking thing.
You're supposed to scrutinize the president, but
they don't scrutinize Putin.
Yeah, because he's a fucking dictator. He kills whoever disagrees with him.
And
Trump dick rides him. Trump's been dick riding Putin since the fucking first time.
Never mind.
No, going back to what you said about this whole president thing. Politicians are supposed to be scrutinized because people forget politicians work for us.
No, not anymore.
They don't. They work for
don't.
themselves
That's why I
now.
don't see the point in. What are you speaking out for? They know. They
Because-
already know.
So we sit here and let it happen.
No, we get up. That's what I've said in the last episode, man. We've been talking for decades.
We can't openly support violence. I agree with you that something
They
needs
do.
to happen. Something needs to
And
happen.
I never said violence.
No, yeah, I get what you're saying. Like, we need to stop. It's Democrats more than anybody. They sit there and they do these 25-hour speeches to like set records and shit. He didn't do it to set a record, but they do like these 25-hour speeches and then do nothing about it. They don't fucking file anything. They don't try to push any laws.
They're like, yeah, they heard us. Cool.
Yeah.
They probably muted it too.
Yeah, and then they fucking move on, and they're on to the next thing. And then half the time they're agreeing with him. Kamala lost because no one fought. They don't fight. Trump was over here talking about they're eating cats and shit. Not one fucking article came out like, no, you're lying. No one's calling him out on his bullshit.
Well, now apparently autism's contagious.
Yeah, dude.
You have autism. That's why you're mad.
He's so fucking.
What is he doing about that? He's trying to make a registry so he knows everyone. Dude, what gets me is the first thing this motherfucker says is these are people who will never pay taxes,
who will never play baseball
and taxes or work. What?
He's demeaning an entire group of people.
What gets me is you worried about them not paying taxes
because this affects his pockets. But
and then he had to throw in like baseball or something.
Yeah, he was like,
or normal stuff too.
Which is also funny because they do those things.
Yeah,
they're not fucking bedridden.
Look at young Sheldon.
But here's the thing. Young Sheldon. He's talking about that, right? Oh, well, we shouldn't, like, they're never going to have jobs. But then his boy Trump is turning around and gutting DEI.
Maybe he's
DEI covers disabilities.
Well, hold on. Maybe he's just secretly trying to undermine Elon. Autism.
They're all in the same. That's the excuse they're going to use.
Well, Elon's autistic. Get him out of office. Now they'll do it.
We're fucked beyond belief. And no matter whatever pussy Democrat, because Trump's not going to win again. There's no way. His approval rating's down by a fuck ton.
He's going to taking your cardboard signs and holding them up for the next one. I just don't get it, man.
You have to fight. You have to fight.
They're not fighting though.
Yeah, they're not. That's the problem.
They're just talking.
There's no combative rhetoric. There's no combative rhetoric from any Democrat. They're pearl clutching liberals. And that's why we're in the situation we're in. That's why the working class is getting gutted right now. That's why the working class is going to pay these tariffs more than anybody.
They asked Trump the other day, they're like, should we tax millionaires? And he was like, no.
Because why would he pay more? Why would he want to pay more?
His argument was something like, well, then they would just leave the country. And then we would lose all that money.
So he's admitting that they control the wealth. I wish you gave a shit about politics.
There's no point in giving a shit.
There is.
Like what? What's going to change? Except me just being upset about it.
One, you being upset about it does something. Because you have... Look at this. We have a platform now to speak on it.
What?
It gets more people to be like, let's say a fucking hardcore Republican goes and watches this video. It's like, oh, these two guys that look exactly like me see things a different way. If they're smart, they'll start to listen to the other side. But honestly, with these MAGA Republicans, like these Trump Republicans, they're not going to listen. They're brainwashed. Just like they'll say, I'm brainwashed because I fucking voted for Kamala. But it's all like normal, like I call them economic Republicans. Like the guys who were like, oh, well, I don't really care if you kill trans kids as long as the economy doesn't fuck up, which I think is fucked up. But they will listen more than a fucking hillbilly redneck Trump guy.
I'm saying, like, if we would have just did something when it first started, like that, the first time they did something that obviously no one wanted to happen. Just like throw a rock through the fucking White House window and be like, that was about as uncool as what y'all just did. You know, don't do that again. And then if they get mad about it, throw a bigger rock.
Then we get into the problem of
doing what this country was founded on.
But January 6th,
they failed.
Are you saying that
they didn't do anything? They stormed it and was like, now what? Now what?
I don't think. See, I'm iffy on it because
I don't know. I really don't know what they stormed it about. Someone was mad.
It was to get Trump back in office.
Oh, what the fuck? I thought.
What do you know anything?
No, I don't listen to this shit, man. All I know is January 6th sucked because they stormed the Capitol. I thought.
Do you know
they were like
stormed the Capitol?
Dudes, the ATF, not the ATF. The people who were like undercover. It was like an inside job or something.
It was not an inside job.
I don't fucking know. Then I get all my news from Netflix and TikTok.
That's insane. So
I thought they were like taking the fucking country back or something.
They were Republicans storming the Capitol so that way they could find votes for Donald Trump because he was claiming that the election was stolen.
That's what, like extremism? They call that extremism with them storming the Capitol?
Yeah.
So, at this point, what I'm getting at is in today's day and age, that's not extremism anymore. That's just it's normal compared to the others, to what they're doing.
Who's them?
The government and shit. They're
fucking
us, right?
Yeah. But those guys specifically, the guys who stormed the Capitol, wanted to put Trump back in office. The guy who continues to fuck us. When they say us, they're talking about white Republicans. When I say us, I'm talking about the working class and the middle class. The middle class is dead, but like the working class, you know what I mean? Those guys want to put the same guy who got us in this problem back in office. Trump has done nothing but hurt the working class. You can look at, I'm not a tax guy or like an economics guy, but if you look at everything, he's wrong. He's done nothing but hurt the working class. He's caused the working class, like, his tax cut specifically, cost the working class like $2,000 or some shit like that, and gave rich people more money in taxes. So, I'm not an economics guy, and I don't want this to be like a fucking political thing, but Democrats are pussies. Liberals are pussies. They sit there and they roll over and they take it. I do think something needs to happen, but where do we draw the line? If we do a January 6th,
was already drawn. Like the line's way over here. We're over here.
Yeah, but if we do a January 6th, we're no better than them.
So America shouldn't have fucking raised. I would say America.
That's what they.
We shouldn't have raised hell about the tea tax.
That was in the 1700s.
Yeah, and it worked.
There was nothing we could have done back then but that.
Yeah, what are we gonna do now?
We elect somebody who actually fucking gives a shit about.
No one's gonna give a shit.
They do. They're out there.
Okay, think about it. You know how many levels it takes to get to run to presidency? How many people they're gonna have to ass kiss and get paid by whoever? From here on out, this country is never going to have a president that is for the people.
No, never. Never. But it's always going to be the shittiest of two options. You think I wanted to vote for Kamala?
That's why we need to fucking...
She was a better Hillary Clinton, and that's not saying much.
Every politician that reaches, like, state level, well, I guess every fucking politician that needs to be wiped out. Not wiped out, but, like, fired. And they need new people.
No, it's because they're old. There needs to be an age limit on terms.
Not even age limit. There needs to be, I guess, a term limit with politicians.
Yeah, every one of them.
Like, bro, like...
They keep getting reelected because no one shows up. That's the thing. The reason this happens is because no one shows up for state elections. No one shows up for midterms. They only show up for the presidential election. So these guys are going to win out by default because the only people showing up to do that are paid because people are getting fucking... There's so much lobbying going on and all this other shit. The people that the big companies want to win is going to win. And that's why we're stuck in this situation, because we have like a fucking, what's his name? Bobby Kennedy? No. The guy who's like, you get rid of cops and you're in trouble. You call a crackhead. That Louisiana guy. He's like a fucking
Clay Higgins?
representative. No, the other guy. But
Oh yeah, yeah. You
you
call
call
a
a
crackhead.
crackhead, which is funny
Yeah,
because
that's funny.
crackheads will show up on time.
That's one thing, man. If you see the crackhead is always going to get where they're going.
They get where they're going, and they get to where they're going fast.
I crossed one on the road one time, and they were where I was going before I got there. I was in a car.
We are way too advanced for an armed revolution.
What you mean?
There's no combative way to win this. There's a political way.
I don't think that's
there
not
is.
Gonna,
there
that's
literally
not
is.
Gonna
There
happen,
is.
that is
Listen.
impossible.
Listen.
It's impossible. How many hear me out.
No.
How many protests is it going to take? At which protest is the politicians and government going to be like, all right, guys, they got a point?
Protests have worked before.
Yeah, like a strike, like a hunger strike, maybe.
Protests have worked before. Listen,
give me an
example
of one protest where the guy was like, "You got me."
Black Lives Matter.
What happened? What did it solve?
They started to pay attention more to like IA investigations started to be taken more seriously. Cops started to snitch on each other more. So you don't know about policy. You don't know who any of these. If I say, who's Bernie Sanders?
That's an old fuck.
What is he about?
That's the dude. No, that was Biden. Bernie Sanders, he had something to do with segregation, right? That was Biden, wasn't it? He went to that protest. He was like, keep them separated.
No,
Biden did that.
I will. All right, we'll get into that. But what I'm saying is, you don't know these people.
Bernie Sanders, he's the dude with glasses and he looks like that.
He's the
there
one.
It is.
He's the one we want.
Bernie Sanders. He wanted to pay for schools and shit. He wanted free education and healthcare. Some shit. See, I know who he is.
Guys like that are who we need. The good thing about politics with me and you is that I'm right. But but I agree with you. Something needs to happen. But it's not what you
It's not going to be a protest.
It's not a protest. It's fucking voting for the shit you want. Because at the end of the day, we still live in a democracy. It doesn't feel like it because no one fucking votes.
Me. But
my point exactly.
Because it doesn't do anything. Like
it does. It does do something.
We're in the southern state of Louisiana.
Your vote, because the reason January 6th happened is because Trump was lying and said he won the popular vote. That's something right there. Because a popular vote doesn't matter about the electoral. Our vote, like I voted for Kamala, my vote went to the popular vote. Talk?
Hey.
All right. Mike, your mic's about to die. My vote went to the popular vote. That's saying something. So if Kamala were to win by fucking 4 million by popular vote, well, there's a conversation to be had.
I'm saying protesting, voting. I don't think any of that's gonna fix nothing, man. Because like, who was the last good president we had?
Obama, but not.
Yeah,
really.
I fucked with Obama. Not gonna lie.
But he did.
Who was before Obama?
Shit. Bush.
I don't know him.
We weren't paying attention. That was like
I was like
4. That was like 04 to 08.
Yeah.
Because Obama won in 08 and then again in 16. No, again in 12. And then Trump in 16, Biden in 20, Trump in 24. So, look, another thing that people don't talk about is, one, you have elections every year in everything. And it goes all the way down to mayor, all the way up.
And it's corrupt.
It
all the way
corrupt.
Down to mayor, all the way up.
It is corrupt. But if no one's going to show up to vote or be interested in it, corruption is never going to be found. If you don't...
But it's like two sides of the same coin. It's corrupt with this guy, and then this guy is corrupt with this way.
So you become a martyr to the cause, right?
What's that?
You die for the cause.
I'm not doing that.
You start like a fucking revolution or whatever you're talking about. You die, and then what happens? They win, and they go right back to it, and then they villainize
I say
you.
everyone just stops going to work.
Then they villainize you, and the media is going to take control of that story. The politicians are going to control the media. They're going to make you into the villain, and dumbasses are going to listen. You think if someone today, uh, someone like me, for example, who's very anti-Republican, and I'm anti both sides, but like I'm very anti like fascism and shit like that. If I were to go do something, I don't want to. For the record, don't want neither one of us own firearms or want to do anything.
That's
No.
it wouldn't be just you.
Yeah, but people that something happens to me. I get killed in the fucking first day or whatever. They're gonna run a story about me being a terrorist. The people
And that's
that
hilarious.
support me, the people that support me
Terrorist.
are terrorists. The people that support the guy I'm going after are gonna believe whatever he says. There's nothing I can do to change that.
Now,
I've
if you all
tried.
get the fucking
I've
American
tried.
flag tattooed on your chest and say you're doing it for America,
It doesn't matter. I'm telling you, it doesn't matter.
no one's gonna unite with it. You know.
No, there's no such thing as a united.
That's why they
America.
want us hating each other, so we can't unite against
And
them.
I think it's funny that people say that and then immediately are like, "Well, Democrats are fucking pussies."
Yeah, you'll go right back to
Yeah, doing that.
yeah. Please don't stop the music.
Well, the thing people don't understand is about this podcast specifically. We have no idea what we're talking about. Him more than me. I'm a genius in everything,
I
and
get my news from TikTok
which is
and Facebook.
not something you can say and then speak on politics. TikTok especially. TikTok is insane. They have the craziest shit on there. Like they'll just make up conspiracy theories. The ones that you come
I
to
love
me
the
with,
daily news account because they literally just post like YouTuber dead at 37, and then the YouTubers in the comments like what?
no, like
Or they'll post about like a fucking pickle jar that shattered in the Walmart, and they're like leaves customers devastated.
leave customers dead.
9 injured.
We're at an hour 20. I think this is a pretty good episode. Homeland Security will be investigating us. You specifically.
I didn't say anything.
We said enough.
No.
Everything is satire. I'm not even a U.S. citizen. We're actually in Guatemala right now. Um, what else is in the news? Fuck Mickey Loomis. Mickey Loomis,
Who's that?
the fucking GM of the Saints, drafting Tyler Show over everybody else. The worst quarterback in the fucking draft. You drafted him. We're a Nito quarterback, and you passed on Jalen Milroe, Shador Sanders, Dylan Gabriel. I would have been happy with Dylan Gabriel. So this is a threat. Watch out. I might, by the start of the Saints season, I might disown this team and switch teams. I think I'm allowed to do that.
FanDuel's going to lose money this season.
After we are plus 60,000 to win the Super Bowl. That's how bad we are.
Who, the Saints?
Yes.
I thought that was good odds.
No, that's plus. That's good for the payer, like who's placing the bet. But that means it's not going to happen. Minus is good. That means it's like favored. It's going to happen. It might happen. So fuck Mickey Loomis. Fuck Derek Carr. Fuck Oprah Winfrey.
Didn't she die?
Oprah?
She hit. No, Drake hit her. In Drake and Josh.
Yeah, she didn't die from it. You think she died from it and then they aired the episode?
No, but I was just saying, like,
no,
she got hit
she's
by a car.
alive. She's doing something.
She's
a billionaire. That's what that is.
She didn't go to space. That was that other girl. Winnie, another weird name.
Wendy Williams.
Yeah.
She's the one who,
Did you go to space?
I'm not up to date with the space thing.
No, she said that. It's like the new let him eat cake thing. People are mad. Making a bunch of fucking TikToks about it.
Let them eat
Yeah!
cake.
Fucking no, let him eat cake.
But then they turn around and
Go back to their job.
continue to support
If everyone just
celebrities.
stops going to work, just no country.
I mean, yeah, but
Imagine the amount of taxes they wouldn't get.
I mean that is a hypothetical. There's probably like a theory out there somewhere that's been debunked.
No, I'm sure
Well,
if
we
everyone
can't
just
do
stops
it.
going to work, shit, maybe the government will stop going to work too. They'll just have another shutdown.
They
It's
do
like,
that. They can do
yeah, I
that.
know. Every time the government shuts down, we should shut down. Be like, okay, guys.
Do y'all get paid on the government shutdown?
I don't know. I don't think active does because we get paid on a state level.
Well, no, you're right. State
think.
doesn't shut down too. So yeah, fuck Mickey Loomis, fuck Oprah, fuck Derek Carr, fuck Blaise Benoit. Um, Everything Anonymous, episode 2, hopefully a lot better than episode 1. Episodes whenever we feel like it. My name is Gavin. You can find me at not Gavin B on Instagram. I post some of the hardest pictures you've ever seen before in your life. I'm probably the coolest guy ever. This is Blaise Benoit. You can find him at something.
Oh, me?
You could tag yourself here.
Oh,
He
Blaze.
doesn't care. Don't follow him actually. Follow us on Instagram, Everything Anonymous. I forgot how it goes, but just search that. It might pop up. It might not. This whole entire show is going to be us figuring out how to start a podcast while starting a podcast. All right, guys. Later.